Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back here with another Showdown Live. This time we're going to be doing the PU tier, which is recently released. It's in alpha stage right now. We're actually going to use Banded Drilbur. It's a pretty interesting team, if I do say so myself. I don't exactly remember where it is. See if I can pull up the preview. Here we go. So we got Max Badef Audino. Forgot what it was called there for a second. Holding the leftovers, rocking Wish, Heal Bell, Healing Wish, and Thunder Wave as a regenerator because I like those mons. Then we have a Choice Specs Chatot. Gotta have the mascot on the team with a Boomburst, Heat Wave, Hidden Power Grass, and U-Turn. I don't really know why I have Hidden Power Grass. I just have it there. Might change it to Hidden Power Steel if Hail becomes an issue. We got Tangled Feet as the ability because he really doesn't have anything. Next, we got Focus Sash, Ariados, Sticky Webs, Mega Horn, Shadow Sneak, Poison Jab, whatever. The usual. Insomnia, which is pretty nice. Gives me a switch into potential spores from Shinotic. Choice Scarf, Leafeon, so I don't have to rely on the Sticky Webs all the time with Heal Bell, Leaf Blade, Return, and Knockoff. Then we have screens on our Carbink here with Stealth Rock and Rest to be annoying. I might change that to Moonblast. I'll think about it. And of course, the highlight of the team, Banded Moldbreaker Drilbur with Brick Break, Earthquake, Rapid Spin, and Shadow Claw. Let's go in and see how well this team does. I used this last gen. I don't really think it's going to do that well this gen. I might change some moves around. I might give... Actually, never mind. I was going to say I was going to give Drilbur maybe Metal Claw or something. I might give one of these mons a Z move. Z moves are actually pretty dope. So we're facing Sun. I don't like this at all. I could lead off Chatot in case you lead off with the Fair Seed. I do have Heat Wave, although I don't... Yeah, that's definitely not going to go. I might. Nah, it's not. It's Fair Seed. It's Baby Ferrothorn. I want to lead off Ariados, potentially get up my webs, but if he leads off with Armaldo, that's kind of null and void of me to do that. Let's actually lead off Leafeon, maybe get a knockoff in there. Alright, let's go. Yeah, he does indeed lead off with the Armaldo. I'd like to get rid of this thing's item. Might get... Oh, he actually switches out into the Fair Seed. Nice! We knock off this thing's Eviolite. Don't have to deal with that. Yet, indeed holding that Eviolite. Then I can switch out into my Sparkles here. In case you guys didn't know, Sparkles is the first... Well, you should have known. Sparkles is actually the first shiny I ever caught. Random Pokemon in... what was it? Pokemon Diamond. Full Odd Shiny. I never saw a shiny before. I just named it Sparkles. Like the little 8-year-old me could. But whatever. I think right now we click Specs Boomburst because it hits pretty much everything on his team outside the Drifblim. On Fort, that Sparkles doesn't get anything like... What's that ability called again? Scrappy? That would have been so nice. I think I'll go for the U-turn. Get some momentum here, as he does indeed switch out into the Lapras. Which could give me my rocks. I don't really see a Lapras doing too much to me, but instead I'll go out into Audino, get a T-Wave off. See if I can make this guy slower than my Banded Drilbur. Which is the overall goal of this team sometimes. Just kind of get things weakened for Drilbur, or at least slower. Now, it is unfortunate with the nerf to paralysis in this generation for Drilbur, but you can make it work, I guess. We're going to switch out into Carbink here, get our rocks. I don't really expect him to stay in, considering he won't do much. The likelihood that I'll have Heal Bell is pretty high, as he does indeed go out into Armaldo, which is pretty bad for me. I'll go for the Reflect here, see what he wants to do. He goes out into the Fair Seed, actually. I can eat a Gyro Ball, so I'm going to actually go for the Stealth Rock of my own, as he goes for the Leech Seed. That's fine. What I can do here is go out into my Drilbur, considering it shouldn't take much from a potential Gyro Ball. Or I could go Aridos. Got my webs. Nah, I'll go Dribbler. Dribbler. Drilbur. Pressure this thing with an Earthquake. I don't expect this thing. Knockoff. Okay. Interesting. Unfortunate crit. But what are you going to do about it? Just going to go for the Earthquake. Hurts everything on his team. And yeah, that really does hurt. Just going to rapid spin these. Oh, of course. Well, I value getting rid of these rocks. I really don't want these rocks up. If I die, that's fine. Which I won't, obviously. Okay. Is he going to go for the rocks again? No, he's just going to go for Leech Seed. Alright, so I lose my Drilbur here. Which isn't too bad, because, well, it's a Drilbur. It does give me my switch out into my Sparkles again. Threaten out most of his Mons. Kind of want to just click Heat Wave. I don't know if he'll expect this. And, of course, I miss. Unfortunate. Now I gotta switch out here. I don't really think this game is winnable anymore. We'll try. Aridos is gonna come in here. This Pharisee could have been dealt with easily had I landed that Heat Wave. Got a Mega Horn here. There's no point in predicting the Armaldo. If he brings in the Armaldo, it's gonna take... Are you kidding me? I can't land a hit. I can't land a hit for my life. Why? Pokemon's so unfair sometimes. You can't land every Leech Seed and I miss a Heat Wave and 2 Mega Horns. Come on. I know Leech Seed is not 100% accurate. I'm going to switch out into my Audino here. See what he wants to go for. He wants to continue going for that knockoff. I really do want to put Z moves on here, because that really gives me a switch into knockoff. I guess I'll just T-Wave this thing. Or T-Wave whatever comes in. As he does go in Armaldo, which is fine. Thank you for landing. Alright, we're going to take more from Poison. That's going to be annoying. I'm going to go for the Heal Bell. I don't want to deal with this Toxic anymore. He should probably go for Rapid Spin. As he does. I'm just going to go for the Wish. I don't have Protect on here. I decided to put Healing Wish last gen. I'm not sure why, but whatever. We're going to go on to Leafeon. Leafeon does have some decent physical bulk, I believe. I don't exactly remember all the evolutions, unfortunately. As he doubles out into Lapras, I don't think this thing can kill me one shot. Maybe I'm underestimating the power of Lapras. But okay. I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade here. No reason to predict. As he goes out into the Pharisee again. Taking virtually nothing. I think we go out into the Audino here. Let's check what it actually has. I haven't paid attention. Leech Seed, Protect, Knockoff, and Stealth Rock. Okay, so they can't beat me 1v1. You can't beat me. Which is nice. I'm going to double out into the Leafeon here. As he does go Lapras yet again. We're going to double back out into the Audino. Maybe get some regen going. He shouldn't stay in. Yeah, he shouldn't. As he goes back out into Pharisee. And oh boy, this is going to be a game of Sol, isn't it? I might as well just quit here, because this isn't going to be fun. I don't understand why he continues going back out into Lapras, as it really doesn't do him much. I'm going to go back out into Carbink. Because I should be able to eat one hit. He shouldn't go for Hydro Pump. Okay, some justice here. Now, I am guaranteed my rocks yet again. If I want them, I can go for a Light Screen if I want. Okay, we're starting to get some justice. Let's go for the Light Screen. As he goes for the Heal Bell. Okay. Fair enough. Now, question is, do I want to pivot from my Audino to my Aridos is the question. I feel like there's no reason not to. This is my special tank. It really shouldn't die to 2 hits from Lapras. And why are you going for that? That's not going to help you. I mean, it's going to whittle me away, but it's not going to help in the long run. Yeah, as he goes back out into Armaldo. I could Healing Wish here, but that'd be pointless. So I'm actually just going to go out into Aridos, considering he's definitely going to go for the Rapid Spin here. His Armaldo's getting weakened. Yeah, he does show the Rapid Spin. I get back up to full health. My Sash is intact. And let's see if we can land a Mega Horn this time. As he misses Rock Slide. Nice. And I land the Mega Horn this time. Alright, so his spinner's gone. Which means I can get up my webs pretty safely now. Threaten out that Typhlosion. I don't actually see how I beat Typhlosion. Ignore my notification. Oh boy.
Pikachu!
Yeah. I changed it to Little Pikachu. Because it's adorable. We're going to get up our webs here. No reason not to. You can't get rid of them. Might help me out against that Typhlosion there. The question is, how do we beat Typhlosion? I mean, I have Specs Boomburst, so I guess I can do that. Yet again, there's no reason for me not to just switch out into Audino. And maybe pivot into Leafeon. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I don't know, I was really getting chipped by these rocks. Unfortunately. It's getting more chipped away by the rocks and the toxic more than anything. But I needed this for wish passing. So I can't let this thing die yet. Light screen's up for one more turn. If he goes out into Typhlosion, as he actually goes out into the Lilligant first, alright. I don't want to be Z-moved here, or put to sleep on anything other than on anything coming in, so I'm going to switch out into my Leafeon, predicting a Sleep Powder. As he goes for Giga Drain, okay. Oh my goodness, that does a lot. It's Life Orb too. Guess Leafeon doesn't have that great special bulk, which is understandable. Just going to go for the knockoff here. I don't really want to predict the Fair Seed, which is obviously coming in. Yeah. There's no reason to predict. I mean, I could have predicted. I could have gone on to my Chatot, gone for a Heat Wave, or a Boomburst predicting the potential Typhlosion. I think he knocked off my Specs already. Let's see. No, he did not. Alright. I'm going to go Carbink first. Get up a Reflect and a Light Screen. There's really nothing he can do to Carbink. Like, you see how he keeps pivoting into his Fair Seed, but his Fair Seed can't do anything. It's allowing me to heal up the rest of my Mons using Wish, or in this case, getting up a Light Screen. I think Light Screen is actually better, considering the rest of his Mons are special hitters. There's no reason for me not to set up a Light Screen. As he does indeed switch out back out into the Lilligant, which is fine. If he goes for Giga Drain, I might go out into my Specs Chatot, or yeah, I'll go out on Chatot. Chatot's my win con, but I'm kind of getting tired of this switch game. Shouldn't die. As he flat out goes for the Quiver. Oh, this is bad. I gotta go for Specs Boomburst. As it just misses the KO, but he'll die to Life Orb. As he goes for another Quiver, which is bad. That's very bad. I gotta go for Boomburst again, because he dies to... I don't understand that play. I really don't. But considering he made that play, I'm going to switch out into Leafeon here. Preserving my Chatot. I do have Healing Wish in the back if I need it. And if he ends up going for the Z move, he just goes for the Giga Drain, which is fine. I'll just go for the return. No reason to predict. As I am still faster. Alright, Lilligan is gone. That's another threat going. If I were him, I'd probably go out into the Drift Blim right now. Yeah, potentially get up a Tailwind. Unless he's, oh, I'm actually still scarfed. I forgot I didn't lose my item. Unfortunately, I don't get to click knockoff, obviously. Let's go back onto Carbink. Carbink can eat any hit. I can rest up if needed. This is kind of what Carbink does. It just needs to stay healthy so I can... Oh, that does nothing. I have one more turn of light screen, actually. Let's rest up here. And he switches back out into Lapras, which is fine. It's fine. I'm tempted to get rid of... to sack off my... my Ariados. I don't really see what else it could do. It gives me priority against the rest of his team, so I won't do that. Oh, this Lapras is standing in my way of victory. I'll sack off Leafy on here. I don't really need it anymore. This is actually a pretty nice PU match, all things considered. Surprised he doesn't have Z-move on his Lilligant. He goes for the free jet, alright. That's fine. We're actually going to go out into Audino here. See if we can get off a Heal Bell. Potentially get a Wish off. Heal Bell. Yep. Getting rid of all those sleep turns. As he just goes for the Surf. Does absolutely nothing. And we can Wish up here. Alternatively, I could have Thunder Waved, but oh well. As he goes on into the Typhlosion, which still gives me my switch back on into Carbink, so I don't know what he was trying to accomplish there. I can get a light screen up again. This is a very long match. Let's see what he goes for. Goes for the Eruption. That shouldn't do too much. Yeah, that does nothing. I'm just going to go for the light screen yet again. No reason not to. I can just switch back out into Audino if needed. This defense, of course, is really annoying for my opponent. And I'm not really sure they're making the correct plays here. His Pharisee doesn't really have much offensive pressure. That's kind of why this is working. Because, sure, Pharisee's annoying defensively, but it's not doing jack on the offensive side. Especially considering he doesn't have Gyro Ball. Had he had Gyro Ball, I would be in a lot worse of a situation. Going back on Audino, soaking up those special hits. If you go, there's really nothing you can go out into to prevent me from wishing up here. As he goes and misses a Toxic, unfortunately. Fortunate for me, though. He switches out Lapras yet again. Out into the Fair Seed, I believe. Yes. Now, there's nothing he can really do to prevent me from getting my Chatot in. Knockoff does not kill me. Alternatively, nah, I'm not going Ariados. I'm going Chatot. 100% of the time. As we take more Stealth Rock, we should not die to knockoff. As he goes for the Leech Seed instead, alright. I don't think that was the correct play here. It was pretty obvious I wasn't going to stay in. I get the Regenerator back. And let's see how much Boom Burst does. This is Specs. This is Choice Specs as he goes for Protect. Alright. Choice Specs Boom Burst. As he could go out into the Drift Blim, but again, that just gives me another switch back onto Carbink. So I don't really like that play. Look at that, 54%. Alright, that's fine. That's damage. He's going to get a Leech Seed. Alright. I don't want to stay in here. I don't want to take unnecessary damage. So I'm actually thinking about going out into Carbink yet again. My light screen is going to end soon. Let's go out into Carbink. He's actually really trying to get that Ferroseed back up to full health. As he protects, yeah. Wish I still had my Leafy on here. I might switch up the Leafeon set. I'm not sure if Leafeon gets any fighting type moves. It'd be nice if it did. Go all out pummeling on this Ferroseed. Instead, we're gonna set up a Reflect here. No reason not to. As he switches out into the Typhlosion, that really doesn't help him much. I'm just gonna set up another light screen. Because why not? If he goes for the Energy Ball, I can switch out pretty safely. Focus Blast won't do anything. Yeah. It's not Stab. Typhlosion isn't the greatest mon. He really can't get around this defensive core. Because I can freely go out into Ariados if I wanted to. Although, I don't know first. Yeah, he's not going to stay in. As he goes out into Lapras again. I forgot how he got rid of Burn. Or, not Burn, Paralysis. Oh, he has Heal Bell. Interesting. Heal Bell, try. I'm going to Thunder Wave here. Force him to Heal Bell. As he switches. Back into the Typhlosion, actually, which I don't agree with, considering he knows I have T-Wave, and I miss, unfortunately. But I can eat up any hit, even if he goes for Focus Blast. That's not really going to help him much. As you can see, that literally does nothing. As I'm just going to Thunder Wave. No reason not to. If he's just going to go for an Eruption, I'm going to get pretty much all of it back. And then some. As he's now T-Waved. And, I love that health. I'm actually pretty hungry right now. Just woke up. Ugh. I hate like that grogginess you get when you first wake up from a nap. I don't really do much during the day, which is something I hate. Every day I wake up and I want to do something, but I never get around to it, unfortunately. I really wish this Audino had knockoff. Healing Wish isn't really doing much for me. Oh, I just realized I don't have Stealth Rocks. Wow, I could have been chipping away at him this whole time. I'm dumb. One of those things I don't notice on the mobile version of Showdown. Which again is one of the downsides to playing on a mobile phone, but oh well. So my Reflect wears off. That's not too important right now. So I'm going to switch out Typhlosion, obviously. There's no way of getting rid of rocks anymore. As he did lose his spinner, that's what I was talking about before, but I just didn't pay attention. As I'm getting up my rocks. So now I'm tired of these free switches. My light screen wears off. Let's actually see what he's saying. Let's see. Did he say anything? Doesn't look like he's saying anything. To be fair, this match has gone on for like 60 turns. What is it with me taking like a million turns for my first matches? Alright, let's go for the light screen. Yeah. He should have knocked off on my Carbink. I'm actually holding the Light Clay. As he goes for Toxic and misses yet again. Unfortunate for my opponent. I'm just going to go out into Audino yet again. As it looks like he left. Friend? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, my friend? Magical Slayer Mamika. Where did you go? It looks like he left. Can't blame him. He did miss a couple Toxics. But to be fair, I did miss a couple Mega Horns. So, because I could have gotten rid of that Armaldo a lot sooner. And chipped away at the Pharaoh Seed. So I'm not too mad about that. Alternatively, I could actually run Z-Dig on my Leafeon. I'll think about it for potential future lives. Yeah, it looks like this. Yeah, we won. Alright, let's look for another game. Drilbur didn't do anything that game except for getting rid of some rocks. Even then, he got them up. As I'm facing a complete NFE team, not fully evolved. I don't see a spinner or a defogger, so rocks are pretty nice here. But it really only helps against the Combuskin and the Haunter. Is that a shiny Haunter? I think that's a shiny Haunter. Yeah, that's a shiny Haunter. Nice. I like shiny Haunter. I still have yet to get that one. I have over like 250 shinies for my shiny living decks, but I don't know. If you guys want to see that, post it on YouTube and be fine. I record. I am a legit player, so it doesn't matter. But if you're not a legit player, go ahead. I don't really care. As long as I know I'm good, it's fine. I don't really care. It's every man for himself. But looks like I'm running out of space again. Oh well. I'll get this match in. I'll actually lead off Ario, so I need my webs. As he leads Piloswine. That's fine. If he gets up his rocks, it's no big deal. As he just goes for the Earthquake, that does absolutely nothing. Just lets me get up my webs. I can proceed to try and get a poison with Poison Jab. Pretty much the only reason I go for this. Do we get a poison? 30% chance? No. Let's try again. He just goes for Earthquake yet again. It's perfectly fine of him. If he wants the poison, nope. I'm going to switch out into Leafeon here. Save Ariados as potential fodder or bring it back in later with Healing Wish. Take the Earthquake. Unfortunately, he gets a crit, but I don't really think that matters too much. As I'm just going to go for a knockoff, as most of his Pokemon should be Eviolite. Shouldn't really stay in here. As he goes for the Ice Shard, predicting me to probably just go straight up for the other move. But it probably wouldn't have killed either way. I'm going to switch out into... Nah, I don't want to go Carbink. It's actually a really tough match. Man, is this team weak to like Piloswine? I don't know. I don't think Piloswine's going to stay down here in PU too long. It's a really great mon. It's really bulky with that Eviolite. Combuskin, I don't expect to stay down here too long. Haunter is a threat. Kadabra might. Kadabra stayed down here last generation for a while, right? Gonna sack off my Ariados here. It doesn't really do much in this game. Except potentially kill the Haunter, but I don't think that warrants keeping it alive. As I do have Scarfed Leafeon. That gives me a free switch out into Carbink. I get a Reflect Up and potential rocks. Let's get this Reflect Up. Shouldn't be able to kill me. He might be able to two-shot. No, not under Reflect. Yeah, we get that Reflect Up. We get rocks and beautiful turns. I wish I had a more offensive team. Oh, nice. So I get to rest up here, potentially. If we win the speed tie, as he goes for Ice Shard. Interesting. Alright, we're back up to essentially full. Not even essentially, I am full. What am I talking about? We're going to go Drilbur here. Why not? See the power of Banded Drilbur. As he decides to switch on to the Haunter, that was my main worry, yeah. I could Shadow Claw this thing. But it's not worth it. Or is it? I'm gonna Shadow Call. As he Giga Drains. Alright. Don't think I can win now. Wish I had a Pursuiter on this team. We're just gonna go for the knockoff. Finds out I'm Scarf, that's fine. He shouldn't stay in. As he does, and he gets rid of Haunter. This gives me a chance to win, actually. Haunter was the biggest threat to this team, I'm pretty sure. I shouldn't have risked Drilbur like that. Drilbur helped me a lot, especially versus that Clang. The Combuskin. Is Combuskin firefighting? It is firefighting. I never knew that. You'd think I'd know that by now. I'm gonna have to switch out into the card bank because there's really nothing else I can switch into. I should have prioritized getting rid of rocks, but oh well. Because he protects. Interesting. Probably shouldn't have swapped. This is where not having an offensive move on like 2 of my Mons really doesn't help me, especially when I have essentially 3 Pokemon dead. I lose Chatot and I lose automatically, so let's go out into Chatot here. As he decides to switch out. Not sure why. Oh, Clang gets Clear Body. Oh. I think the other ability is minus, actually. Completely useless ability. We're just going to go for the Heat Wave here. Yeah, that's not going to kill, considering it is Eviolite. As he goes for Discharge, yeah, that's unwinnable. Well, my battery life's almost dead. I hope you guys enjoyed that live. And, yeah. Same deal as last time. Very long first battle. Very short next battle that ended in a loss, I believe, last one. No, last one that guy ended up forfeiting. But we end up losing. Unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Next time we might actually take on the NU tier. I might use the Gen 6 team that I used for Gen 7 NU, but I don't really think that's really that great of me. We might take on the RU tier, which is my favorite tier right now, with threats like Pangoro and potentially like Z Trick or Treat. Gorgeous is really fun, especially with Hidden Power Flying to counter out Heracross, as +1 Gorgeous does indeed outspeed Scarf Heracross, so keep that in mind. But I hope you guys all enjoyed today's live, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.